We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live in the great city of Riverside. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. You know, we're streaming on foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We had a huge interview. We had a young man that is no stranger to the Inland Empire. He is born and raised in Colton. San Bernardino, excuse me. In San Bernardino, he went to school in Carter High School. My goodness, my brain's not all there. I tell you, all these days of stay at home, is my mental space is not what it used to be. But he was born and raised in San Bernardino, went to Carter in Rialto, and we are talking about none other than Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers. He is one of our interviews. Do we have the interview with Kenny Clark?
Yeah, we have it. Like I said, we're excited about it. We're actually gonna do a couple of things real quick. But like I said, we do have the interview. Really excited. For sure. Really excited about making sure that we got Kenny Clark on again. He's a San Bernardino native, somebody that we've been working with for quite some time. Really excited about having him on the show today, Coach B.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to make it work. So we talked to him about his experience of going through the draft, his experience of learning the whole process when he was coming. You think about it. He was born and raised in the Dino, and he had to figure it out. So he got it done. So we're excited about that. So we'll have that interview coming up in just a moment. A lot of big things going on in the world of sports. I know with that, the world of sports are going on because now there's talk about maybe they're going to bring back NBA basketball. They're talking about doing it they're talking about taking everybody to Disney World and doing basketball. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a welcome sight, So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully they're able to get that going. So we shall see. I think we figured it out. So we got it now. There we go. So that would be interesting because, I'll tell you right now, as the voice of your Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario,
right,
it would be nice to see them Los Angeles Clippers get out there and have a chance to go get that chip. You know that Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they still ready.
Yes,
if you want, you can get it.
Right, exactly. It's funny because everybody's really been talking about that, trying to figure out how they're going to do this NBA rollout. How it's going to happen? What it's going to look like? So there's a lot of discussion about that, about what's going to happen there. So and for me, because they're saying, what are you going to do if for those other teams? Are they just going to jump right into a playoffs?
Right.
Are they just
playoffs?
And to me, it seems like that would be the ideal situation, just to jump right into a playoff situation.
That would be interesting, though. If you're the ninth seed,
I know.
You're going to be a little perturbed.
But it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do in the situation? Because otherwise you have to have maybe a 1-game. I don't know. It's such a wild situation. But to me, the only thing to do would be to start off with the playoff. And then you'd have to try to figure it out from there. But like you said, if you're on the bubble,
yeah.
You're like one of the you're like, hey, what do I do? So I don't know if they do a coin flip.
I would say, me personally, I think you got to get them at least 5 to 10 games,
right?
Because you need that to get your legs.
Okay.
And then you can go into a playoff. So because there wasn't that many games left in the season,
right? So you're saying basically that they would just play just a quick. Almost 5 exhibition games.
No, I would make them count.
I'm just saying. You're making them.
So
count.
You can get your legs up under you, because that's the one thing that they talked about. That here's the thing: people like LeBron James, people like Kawhi Leonard, they're at the top of the spectrum. So they have gyms, they have all that stuff, they have personal trainers.
Right.
But there are guys who don't make. There's guys who make what LeBron makes a game. They make that a year.
Right.
So those guys don't have the same access to staying in shape as a LeBron James and whatnot. But if you go to a worldwide world of sports, can you imagine the promotion that would be for Disney? I would imagine, since the players are going to be sequestered, they're going to have to open up parts of the park.
Well, and then it's such a a crazy. That's what they were saying on the radio, that they're going to have to on the radio. I think we're on the radio right now, right?
Yeah, yes we are. Yes we are.
That's what we were saying on the radio. But that is it's such a big deal because you're going to have to obviously have the whole entire family there. So the whole family's there. And your ice, and to me, I would think that the families would be the audience.
Right.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Your mom would just bring the figure because at least they're playing in front of somebody.
Right.
You know, I used to be at the park when you had a couple girls there. You all of a sudden you thought you was mad. You thought you was a brand new Michael Jordan.
You ISO them.
Yeah.
But the one thing about that is I guess now it could work because everybody's at home from school. So it's all good, man. I gotta send a shout out, man. Okay. I said I would do this. I was so excited, man. My daughter, as you know, had she had a little fender bender with her car a few months back. And I found this website called KiaCheapParts.com. And then I found out that there's a Kia dealership in Ventura that it's connected to. And my goodness, man, they got me some parts on that thing. And I was pretty excited about it, man. So
okay.
Ariel I believe he's the general manager over at the dealership. And I hit him up. And I was excited, man. I said, hey, because here's the thing. I looked on a couple of websites and I couldn't find what I needed because my daughter has a Kia Forte coupe.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to find the part. So I went to it's called KiaCheapParts.com.
Okay.
And it's Kirby Kia of Ventura. And I was excited, dude. They got all the parts, but I didn't know when I first went on there that it was connected to a Kia dealership.
Right.
I was like, man, they got everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. So I hit up the guy, the general manager, I believe, and I told him I'd give him a shout out here on radio on Fox Sports 1350 Riverside.
Right.
So out in the IE, we want to say what's up. And they're Kia dealerships near my home.
Yeah.
But this is the Kia dealership I had to go to get that information. So me and my daughter are going to caravan down because shipping was a little expensive.
Yeah, about to say.
But me and my daughter are going to caravan. I think it's like an hour and a half away from the house.
Well, a good hour and a half.
Out there by the Mountain of Magic. Mm-hmm. So I said, we're going to go do this. So I told him, I give him a shout out.
There it is.
I'm a man of my word, so I want to let that be known.
Fox Sports Radio.
And if you got a deal on the Kia, I am in the market.
That part. Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. Coach B and Eternal right here every Saturday morning. I got to give a shout out as well. As you know, Coach B, and if for the folks that don't know, I was in a crazy car accident, and so lately I've been trying to get myself back in shape. And the leg.
This lockdown doesn't help.
No, it does not.
It is because I was going to get in the gym this year.
Exactly. So and so my leg has been, it's been like it's been like not working with me. So I have a gentleman who's been helping me out. Big shout out to my man Preston, Zone Fitness, physical therapy. Cause that's what we decided that because when I got initially into the accident, that's what I should have did. I should have went and got physical therapy like day one, but I didn't. I thought I was, young Rocky Balboa and started rocking out there by myself. But I've since then started, now I'm getting physical therapy and I'm about to be like, by the time the Rona is over, this whole epidemic, I'm about to be out there looking like Hercules.
Probably not. Like JJ. Definitely like JJ. JJ was skinny.
I'm looking.
You can come in and be like, Dynamite! Speaking of the gym, man, something that really, really I was perturbed. I got to use my big words.
Okay.
So I'm just, I always reconcile my bank account and see what's in there. I'm looking. The gyms have been closed for over a month and a half, maybe.
Right.
And I look at my bank statement, and I'm not going to name the gym. It's Brandy's account because I had a problem with them.
And what you talking about?
Yeah, I wasn't even happy about them.
Right.
So I look on the bank statement, and they're still charging us.
Ooh.
So I hit up Chase Bank. Big ups to Chase Bank.
Oh, let me tell you something. Chase is all right with me.
Yeah, they credited me ASAP.
Wow.
And they said, we'll do the investigation. And typically, I've had them do that before.
Yeah.
I love Chase.
Let me tell you something
Love
about Chase. I don't even bank with Chase. And
you need to.
I may be making that transition because I had to go cash a check the other day. And normally how
the way your checking account is.
The way my check. I ran up in there because I like to go up in there. I like to touch and feel my money. But now before they would go in there and they would hit me for that little $8 or whatever, because my hookup wasn't there. But now when I go up in there, the lady was like, "Oh, we know you, Mr. Talbert." She went in there, nothing. She was like, "Whenever you're ready, come back and see me." Just the way I felt that customer service kind of connection.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I might be giving you some brethren.
There you go. The thing is, we had a credit union forever. So we always use credit unions. You always get a credit union.
Right.
But they're hard to find. I mean, they do have a thing called the
Arturo's good.
Yeah, they have a thing called the co-op.
Right.
Because my credit union, I had it when I was out in the LA area. So my actual branch was out there.
Well, we ain't talking about LA banks out here today.
True that.
Inland Empire.
But Chase is back east. But so I would have to go to Arrowhead was a co-op.
Right.
I would be able to go to so there was banks you can go to, but the Arrowhead by my house, they closed it and they moved it to another place. So it just became inconvenient.
Right.
And then I just finally said, Chase was sending these coupons where you got $200 for signing up. I said, I'll go ahead and check it out. I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
But I mean, Chase, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they have the Chase Pay app.
Wow.
It's kind of like Apple Pay.
Yeah.
You can do Chase Pay. So it's, I love Planet of the Apes. And then they had a coupon. You buy one ticket, get one ticket.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I used Chase Pay. I said, they all right with me.
They rightfully together.
So, anytime I could go take the missus out or the date night and get a free movie ticket, I was like, you got my business.
Yeah,
so are we queued up for Kenny?
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we got San Bernardino's own Kenny Clark. So Coach B, let's go ahead and get ready to do our little sign off real quick. And then when we come back, we'll go ahead and we'll talk to our guy, Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers, San Bernardino native.
Yeah, my mind space is not here, man. This stay-at-home order's got me.
I know, man.
I don't remember the day. I woke up this morning. I couldn't get up, man.
I know, man.
So let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports, AM 1350.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
One thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day. And we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip. And you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch, you can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salad, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender, qualified members only.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Kenny Clark, and thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I make up the time today. I know it's a wild time going on, man. But again, man, congratulations on all the success that you've had with the Green Bay Packers. What you've been doing lately to kind of prepare for the upcoming season.
I still been working out and stuff, trying to get my body back right for the season. Just with this coronavirus and stuff that's going on, it's just been a lot different. So it's been like a lot of private workouts, a lot of smaller groups. And then just a lot of different, ways that we had to work out, but we still figured it out and still able to get some good work in, without overstepping any boundaries.
Indeed. Now, we saw the video, man, where you went viral by pulling a bus. I don't know if you had to just put us little regular guys to shame, man, but that was just ridiculous right there, pulling a bus. How did that come about?
Yeah, man, we were doing a workout, and we were making like a video, and we just decided, man, just to pull the truck. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I could do it at first, but once you get the wheels rolling on there,
right,
you can pull it.
Well, you can. You play with a Hall of Fame quarterback, obviously, and who else that you've actually played against that you would say is really like a special quarterback? Like, man, not necessarily comparable to your quarterback, but just a quarterback that is really special that you absolutely had the pleasure of playing against.
Definitely Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson is one of those guys that's really overlooked. I mean, everybody knows he's great, but I don't think people put him in that discussion as one of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game.
Right.
I think he's a winner. I think he's really elusive. I think he gives it his all every game, and he makes plays, man. He makes plays, and no matter whenever your team, no matter what the situation is, he always end up bringing his team back or something like that. So he's a really great player, and he does a lot of great things for them. So definitely I'd probably say.
Okay, we're talking to Kenny Clark, Green Bay Packers, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. Now, what's it like to play against and on the field with guys like Alexander Madison that are from the same area? What's it like to kind of share that experience with guys like that?
It's pretty cool, man. Just being able to play against him. It was a great game, and then I remember one time he had tried to run me over. I was talking to him after the game. I'm like, man, you try to run your boy over, and we was just we had like a little laugh about it. So it's pretty cool, man. Just being able to work out with the guys you grew up playing against, or we all grew up in the same area, same city. So that's pretty cool.
And that's good stuff. And we're excited to have Kenny Clark, Inland Empire's finest, Green Bay Packers on Fox Sports 1350. But a question for you: it's the NFL Draft Day. What was it like for you on the day of the draft?
Man, that was a surreal moment, man. It was crazy. I had most of my family there. Most of the city were there. Like everybody that I knew, that I ever knew growing up, basically everybody was there. And we rented out like a loft in San Bernardino, and a hall in San Bernardino, and man, it was a great time. The stress that goes into the draft day, not knowing where you're gonna go, not knowing where you're gonna be living in the next couple of years, not knowing what round you're gonna go in, and then for them to call you and tell you that you're the guy and your dreams come true. It's nothing better than that.
I know you run a camp in the San Bernardino area. And you talked about your experience of growing up in this area, getting drafted, and getting to that next level. Why is it so important for you to do a camp? Do you take the time to share with the kids that they can get there just like you if they put in the work?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I'm big on that, man. Just you know, growing up, I mean, I went to a couple camps and seen a lot of the NFL guys, but just you know, everybody, my whole family's from this area, from the Inland Empire, so we have a lot of friends, a lot of people that we know, you know, that know us and know me, and you know, they all have little brothers, little sisters, and all that kind of stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And they know me, but they never get a chance to see me. And even people that don't really know me, they never get a chance to see me. They see me on TV, but they never get a chance to see me in person. And it's just a better way to interact with the kids, interact with different families that come up there, us get closer as a city, as a county, and for us just to have a good time together. And then, you know, you put that on top of that with you know, the kids being able to come and see a lot of NFL guys there out there having fun, and you know, out there competing, you know, getting messages and everything from us, you know, hopefully to motivate them in order for them to reach their dreams too.
Right. And one of the guys I think about that comes to the top of my head is another guy we watch matriculate from high school to college to pros. I want to know what advice you give for guys that are being drafted, like J.J. Taylor, and that's a guy I was talking about. What advice do you give for a guy who's in that situation that you are in, when they're about to get drafted and they're about to go to the league and make their dreams come true?
My advice really is just whatever team that drafts you, they chose you for a reason. They chose you because they really wanted you, and they like you. So just go in there and compete. You know, all everybody needs to ask for is just a foot in the door. And once you get that foot in the door, this league is all about, you know, the people that work, the people that strive in hostile situations. So, you know, me personally, I'm all about the work. So as long as you work hard, get your foot in the door, you should be all right.
Kenny Clark, man, thank you so much for taking out your time today. It really means a lot, man. Honestly, we really appreciate that.
Kenny Clark, 11-yard loss.
Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers.
One of the best in the league.
On Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
You know, one thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day. And we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip. And you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch? You can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salad, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken, and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand-battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, equal housing lender, qualified members only.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports.
Here we go.
Fox Sports.
Behind the scenes.
We are having a good time over here. We are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming on foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. And, you know, before we get into it, I want to say, what's up to Kid Jay? Again, this would not be possible, us being back up in the air without the help of Kid Jay, our guy Mike, and Dean.
No doubt about it, man. I want to make sure we shout those cats out, man, because, like you said, man, a lot of, people obviously see us, but there's a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes, and people do a large amount of work. So we want to make sure we recognize those folks. And then there's some people that obviously, you know, we didn't get a chance to name, but again, we recognize you guys, our family too, man. I've been a fan of families.
Yeah. Brandy, Brianna, BJ, Brandon, and what's our board op guy that helped us out? That you called. He was here on Thursday.
Eric.
Yes.
Ooh, big shout out to Eric. Boy, Eric came through. Woo, man. Anyway, we just got through doing our interview right there with Kenny Clark, Green Bay Packers. Me being a Dallas Cowboy fan, wasn't really that excited about Kenny Clark beating up on my Cowboys the way he did. But again, one of the, just me doing my research on him, he's really like one of the best interior linemen, and will be paid accordingly. You know, they're talking about he's probably going to be one of the highest paid interior linemen to come out. So really excited news for him.
Good stuff. And I'm excited. It looks like we have a call on the line. We have a caller there. Please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports 1350 audience.
Yeah, this is Joshua Kelly.
Hey.
And you know, before we get started, I got to tell you, Josh, I am a Chargers fan. We do exist. I mean, at the minute I saw you got drafted and I saw you as a local kid, I said, we got to get him on the line. I tell you, I was happy. My son, who is 17, his name is Brian, and he's the reason that I like the Chargers. His favorite running back was LaDainian Tomlinson. And it's funny because my son fell in love with the Chargers. This one, they were still in San Diego. And I said, you know what? I'm going to ride that train. But we appreciate you calling so early in the morning. Congratulations on the draft.
And again, man, thank you so much. First thing first, man, how does it feel
to be a Charger?
I mean, but how does it feel, man, to actually, again, make your dream come true, man? You're now in the NFL, a professional at doing the thing you love, man. How does that feel?
Man, thank you for having me, man. It's a blessing. It feels great, man. It feels awesome, you know, just getting a chance to, getting ready to live my dream, man. Something you really set out to do. Which sometimes you're in elementary school and you're a little kid, and I get a chance to do that now. Like, that's special. And that's the things that keep me up at night, man. I'm excited about it. I'm juiced.
Yeah, man. And again, you're going to be staying home. A lot of guys, especially from California, whatever reason you get drafted, a lot of times, you're in Chicago or, you're in New York or something like that, man. But how does it feel for the family? It has to be exciting for them to know that you're going to be staying home.
Yeah, they were, I think they were more excited than me. just seeing their reaction and like the way they approached me afterwards, like, hey, we can come to all your games. We need all these tickets, da 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 da. And I'm just like, man, like, they're definitely more juiced than me, and it's awesome. My mom is right down the street; she can come see all the games, so that's great.
Yeah, that's exciting, man. And again, we're really excited to have you on air with us right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, Inland Empire, San Bernardino, Riverside. Now, just kind of take a step back. For folks that don't know, you've had a great college career, really did some wonderful stuff, concluded the season with 1,060 yards. But, I want to talk about this Arizona State game that you had. Tell me a little bit about that game right there, man. 164 yards, 4 touchdowns. Now, mind you, I've only scored touchdowns on Madden, so I don't really know how that really feels. But you do tell us regular folks how that must have felt. 164 yards, 4 touchdowns. How was that game?
Oh man, that game was awesome. I remember we played those dudes the year before, and we lost, man. So I kept that in the back of my mind. I felt good. I was in mid-season form, and man, it was one of those days where you're picking apart the defense early, and you're feeling momentum and rhythm, and then I just got into a groove. And, for me as a player, once I get into that groove, I just have that mindset that, I can't be stopped. And offensive line, man, they were great the whole entire game. They were so amazing. I just got to find my way to score.
Absolutely. And, once again, we have Josh Kelly, the new Charger. That just sounds good. That just sounds good rolling off your tongue. And then just tell us a little bit about this, because this year was unique. The draft is, as you know, it's a huge spectacle. But this year, it was more of a virtual draft where all the players were at home. They were with their families. I know with social distancing, you may not have been able to have a huge party. But tell us a little bit. You talked about your dreams in elementary. I had those dreams, but then I realized when I got on the field, I sucked. But that's not important. But tell us about that. I know all your life you thought about that day. Just some side notes. My son is a senior, so we're going through the dilemma of the things you can't do. He doesn't have a graduation prom and so forth. That's enough about my soapbox. But tell me about that, about getting drafted, and what was it like, and what did you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It was a wild process. You're just sitting there, and it's just kind of like you have your phone out, fully charged, and you're just kind of anxious, man. You're just like, who's it going to be? You're seeing the teams on the clock. What position do they need? And it was wild, man. I had a lot of anxiety, can't lie.
Right.
And then, as the draft keeps going on, you finally get your name called, and your family's there, some of your close friends is there. And like you say, not everyone is there, though. It's just only your immediate people that's close to you can only be there.
Right,
so
right.
It was kind of different, man. It's something you have to adjust to. You always think about being there, having turn up with your people. But it's okay, though. I understand what's going on. I'm just happy to be part of the NFL fraternity.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit. So you're the quarterback that was drafted, Justin Herbert. You know a little bit about him. He's a Pac-12 guy as well. So you've seen him play. What is it like? How excited are you that the Pac-12 guys are coming in to be on the Chargers? Have you guys had conversations? Have you talked?
Yes, we definitely talked, man. We're excited.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, he's an incredible guy, man. I played against him when he was at Oregon. Saw him at the Senior Bowl of Combine. So, yeah, man, got a chance to know this dude. He's an incredible person.
Nice.
And it's great, man. He's a winner. He's a competitor. He's a Rose Bowl champion. Man, this dude can play some ball. It's going to be so awesome, man. The Chargers get to see that.
Absolutely. And, keeping on the Oregon theme, the former head coach of Oregon, now at UCLA, Chip Kelly, you said he prepared you for the league. And what do you think, what lessons did you learn from Chip Kelly to get you ready to go into the National Football League?
Yeah, that's important. I think for me, it was the IQ side of football. I think it's definitely the knowledge and the smarts. Like, okay, like, do you understand what's going on? Like, people can just run plays, but, like, do you understand, like, blitzes, protections, like, what's going on around you? And another thing was pretty much, like, how to handle adversity. You know, my time at UCLA, we weren't very successful. You know, that's something that kind of sucks. But, you know, keep going forward, though. Like, you got to handle adversity, especially National Football League. Like, you're not going to win every single game. So it only prepared me, man. Like, sometimes you can handle your business preparation-wise and still not have the outcome you want. But you just got to keep being a pro.
Again, we're right here live with Joshua Kelly, UCLA, now with the Los Angeles Chargers. You know, he was going to be able to stay home. Now, you know, as we are talking about right now, in this pandemic, everything is just totally new. It's a new thing for everybody. Nobody really knows how to adjust. Everything's being done on the fly. But the training aspect is one of those things where, you know, obviously when you're a professional athlete, training is such a major part of your preparation. Talk to our audience a bit about how you're able to just to stay in shape and the things that you're doing just to make sure that you're ready to go for this upcoming season.
Yeah, it's huge. You have to find a way, and especially, man, being drafted and get a chance to play in the NFL, man, you have to be in shape. You got to stay yourself with a competitive edge over everybody else. So for me, you know, I've been just trying to figure out whether that's just open parks,
right,
open streets, something, man. You got to find a way, you know, to get that conditioning in,
right,
that field work in. And, you know, the weights is probably the toughest thing right now. But, yeah, that's something, man. If that's body weight push-ups, that's body weight dips or something, that you have to find a way to get that work in.
Right. You got to get creative. You got to get creative. Now, real quick, now we are an Inland Empire show, and as I was referencing, one of the players that you played against is actually a gentleman. He won a couple of our awards, and his name it's our quarterback from Arizona State, Jayden Daniels. Now, again, you guys had a really competitive game against those guys, and I don't know if you recall that game, but tell me how it was playing against that young man. Again, another local guy that's here from the Inland Empire.
Yeah, man, he's awesome. You know, he's a great player. You know, the cool thing about playing the Pac-12 is that, you know, we all keep tabs on each other. You know, we're watching all the games.
Right.
Man, dude can play. He can play some football, and it's just great to see a guy like that continue to just improve and play that style of football, man. Like, he's a heck of a player.
Absolutely.
One day he's going to be in the NFL too. So, you know, it's just awesome seeing the SoCal people too shine. So,
yeah,
absolutely. And you know, speaking of that, it's funny. One of the guys, speaking of Inland Empire people, one of the guys that was on your team, I've known since he was in kindergarten. He grew up with my daughter, Alec Anderson. So, you know, he's a great player, great guy. He was at our national signing day here for Fox Sports 1350 in the Inland Empire, and he's another guy I know is going to shine. But we want to thank you so much,
yes, man,
for calling in this morning. I know we're early in the morning, but you know, that's what Chargers do, man. We get the job. I say we. They get the job done. That's my team, man.
Absolutely.
That's my running back.
There it is right there, man. Again, thank you so much for calling in. Best of luck to you, man. Keep up the good work. And like I said, man, don't forget about the little people, man.
I got you, man. Thanks for having me. God bless.
There it is.
Same
right
to
there,
you, man.
There it is right there. Joshua Kelly, man. Really nice kid, man. A nice kid. And again, as you mentioned, Coach B, it has on here, he roots from Lancaster. But it said also he was in Palm Springs as well.
Palmdale.
Okay, Lancaster. So
Lancaster, Palmdale.
So he's right on the border there.
Yeah,
okay.
He was a second team All Pac-12 conference selection, selected by league coaches in 2019. He was a semifinalist for the Bowlesworth Trophy. I think that's what it's called, which is the nation's top walk-on, our former walk-on player.
Yeah.
And he was chosen as the North running back for the senior week.
Right.
So what a story. I mean, go from a walk-on to getting drafted. And it's so gracious. Like I said, the minute I saw that he was a local guy and I saw he got drafted by my Chargers, I said, we need to reach out to that guy.
Got to get him on.
And to go from a walk-on to being selected in the 4th round, that is amazing. And, you know, so on a side note, we grew up in the golden age of running backs. You got to think, man, we grew up with the Walter Paytons, the Eric Dickersons, the greatest running back ever, Barry Sanders. We walked around seeing those guys. And
wait, I'm sorry.
Barry Sanders. But and then there was a guy that played for Arizona Cardinals. I think his name was Emmett, and he was decent. But my point is, we grew up when the running back was so important.
Yeah,
running backs were first-round draft picks,
right.
And they've just really changed the running back position.
Well, the consensus is they've devalued the position. However, we all know, and people that the football scholars, aficionados, et cetera, know. The experts know that a running game, a key running game, is imperative to you winning. And it really does some great. If you have a great running game, great line, it really helps out. I mean, when you look at the Patriots, a lot of people thought what the Patriots were doing was a lot of Tom Brady. Contrary to belief, it was a lot of running. I mean, they would just run the ball on you, and they would kind of break you down, and then they would sprinkle in a little turtleneck Tommy in there.
And speaking of that, it's funny because there's no live sports on right now, so they had the guy. Remember, I totally forgot about him. He was the running back from Cincinnati that went to the Patriots. I can't think of his name. It was one of the times they won. No, not Corey Blunt. It was
LeGarrette Blunt.
Not LeGarrette. It was the other guy.
Dylan.
That's it, Dylan. Corey Dillon.
Yeah.
I mean, he was legit. The thing is, he played in Cincinnati all those years.
Yeah.
But
so he took a beating too.
Yeah, and the thing is, you talk about that when you think about football expernados. I don't think there are any in Arlington, but they went and got that quarterback.
Because it's called the Dallas.
Oh, I thought it was the Arlington Cowboys where they played.
Called the Dallas
they
Cowboys.
went and got that running back. Zeke, and people criticize them for getting Zeke so early.
Yeah, well,
how valuable is Zeke?
Well, he's very valuable, and the Cowboy, I don't know if you heard that, but Michael Irvin.
If it's about the Cowboys, I probably hadn't.
Well, it's America's football team. You need to know.
I like my Los Angeles.
You need to know
Chargers.
you need to know about the Cowboy, but Michael Irvin has word came down from the Godfather himself, and he's let us our first round pick. He's going to let him wear number 88. I mean, which is like, for everybody listening out there, that's a big, big deal. There's only, Drew Pearson. Let me give you a little background. Drew Pearson.
Wait, but wasn't the receiver that just left when he was 88, wasn't he?
What are you talking about? He was nice. He's subject to be
No. The guy that just left was 88, right?
Right, Des Bryant.
Yeah, so he had to get. That number's retired. So he had to get permission.
You got to get permission.
Okay,
88 is a club.
It's retired number, or is it?
It's a club. Like you got to get a blessing. You got to get somebody got to anoint you with that. You got to get. Well,
if Jerry said you can wear it, I think you can wear it.
Well, Jerry talks to Mike Swervin.
Or Steven. If Steven says you can wear it, you can wear it, man.
Like I said, they talked to Mike Swervin and Drew Pearson. Drew Pearson says first. He says, "Hey, Swerve, I like him." Then Swerve says,
"Who? Drew Pearson was 88?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Original.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, Drew Pearson, Mike Swerve.
For people who really watch football and don't care about the Cowboys, you got to explain to us because I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Drew Pearson is?
I do not. If he's a Cowboy, I don't.
Well, good thing ask Junior. I bet you, young BJ knows who he is. I bet I got. We call.
He only knows the charge.
Please. He gonna be, Dad, Drew Pearson was down. He messed around, say about 5 words behind that. But anyway, we're right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. Again, Coach being eternal, right here in the great city of Riverside. iHeartRadio. You guys can always check us out on the iHeartRadio app, and the podcast will always be up.
Absolutely.
Here.
We're gonna and make sure you follow us. Everything is at iESportsNet.
Yes.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok, even though I haven't learned how to use it. And the station is at Fox Sports AM 1350. We're gonna take a commercial break.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we got more updated sports news. We'll talk about what we just did. We got through. We made our announcements this week. We'll talk about the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame Honors Gala.
And a good thing, one of the kids that said it, I sent you the pictures. They're pretty excited.
That was slick. I like that.
So you're listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And eternal when it comes to Inland Empire Sports. The conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports, AM 1350.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, post-operative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
You know, one thing that I love is my daughter and I just had Daddy and Daughter Day, and we went to Stonefire Grill. And I'll tell you right now, I love the tri-tip, and you were saying that you loved what?
I'll take the potatoes.
Absolutely. I mean, those are the absolute best. You know what that's got me thinking about?
I don't.
It's got me thinking about lunch.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about what to eat for dinner or lunch, you can't go wrong with a freshly prepared, simply delicious meal from Stonefire Grill. Bring home our fresh from scratch salad, pizza, pasta, signature tri-tip, oh my God, chicken, and more.
Visit your neighborhood Stonefire Grill in Rancho Cucamonga in the Terra Vista Town Center on the corner of Haven Avenue and Foothill Boulevard, or skip the line and order ahead. Go to stonefiregrill.com for easy pickup and delivery options.
I tell you this, when we did the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame for 2 years in a row, they fed all of our people. And you know where me and my daughter went this past weekend?
Where'd you go?
Stonefire Grill.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Since 1952, ThinkWise Credit Union has served education professionals and families in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Orange counties. ThinkWise gives back to the community with financial education and support to local schools and organizations. Join us today to experience a safe and comfortable alternative to banking that gives back. ThinkWise Credit Union. You'll feel good about what we can accomplish together. Visit our website at thinkwisecu.org. Member NCUA, equal housing lender, qualified members only.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
Yo, this is Aries Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association, right here live in the great city of Riverside. It is Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming on foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app.
Yes, indeed. Coach B, we, again, great show today. Had the likes of Kenny Clark on the show. Big shout out to Kenny Clark, San Bernardino native, Green Bay Packers, plays on the defensive line, and one of the rising stars of the NFL on the defensive side. So big shout out to Kenny Clark. And then, Coach B, we also had Joshua Kelly on, Coach B.
Absolutely. I mean, that's big time, man. You think, I know that there's been a break in sports, in professional sports, but it's always good. And we always say this with IE Sportsnet, because there are no professional sports teams in the Inland Empire. But what we always do is we connect it back to the IE players that have gone on from the IE. And you talk about a hotbed of talent. We talked about it. JJ Taylor just made it over to the Packers. We know that our guy Jayden Daniels will soon be in the league.
Yes.
So, I mean, just exciting.
Yeah, really a great time right now for the IE. And obviously we have the king of them all from right around the corner, Kawhi, young straight backs, Leonard, you know what I mean? So, again, we're very well represented right now, which is a great thing. And it's an exciting time right now, man. Really good stuff. Coach B, when we were talking about off air, we were talking about this. And obviously they're going to be starting another series tomorrow, and now it's become like must-see TV. And we're talking about the MJ and Company show that's showing on the 4-letter network. Excuse me, Coach B. What's your feeling about that, man? I mean, what are you thinking? Because now they're going to go into the marketing portion of the. I guess this is going to be 5 and 6 right here, right? Correct?
Yes.
It was 3 and 4 last week.
Yes.
So when we're talking about the MJ Last Dance series that's on the 4-letter word network. And Coach, I mean, what are your thoughts about it? I got thoughts. What are your thoughts about it?
It's when I first heard about it, I thought it was a documentary of the season. Right. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like a documentary on Jordan. And when you read it, you read about it, it's like they had to get permission from Jordan to do it. So it's like Jordan had the final say. It's like a reality show. It's not really reality. Right. So he had to approve what happened. So
yeah, well, and I think even still what does happen in there, and one of the things that Michael Jordan said when this was going to be released, he said, people are going to hate me after this. And, I was like, I thought that was kind of weird. But then when you see it, you kind of understand what he's talking about. And one of the things that people have been saying, a lot of people, and again, this is, it's difficult to say because you get two different elements for me. You get Michael Jordan, the athlete, right, who is spectacular to watch. And you see he just does some great things. But then you see Michael Jordan, the person, who is not that likable. Just to be very candid with you. To me, he kind of, he just seems weird, off, and kind of like. But again, that's how they say most people like that are. Like they're not really, in terms of just sociable like that per se. So, and again, when you listen to the documentary, you see on there like Scottie Pippen and and Dennis Rodman, they talk about it. They're like, we didn't really have conversations with Mike. Right? We would come in there and we would just go to work. Right. Everything was kind of like, it was like a business thing. So, I think a lot of people think, oh man, it must have been great playing on Michael Jordan's team. Well, not really.
Right. But there's clips of Kobe doing the same thing.
No question.
Where they really push people. And I understand getting the best out of people, but it's a different way to be coached, I would imagine.
No question about it. Because you got guys like Magic, where Magic was a lot more likable, right? For lack of a better word, I mean, Magic is out there. People are going out with Magic. You hanging out, you doing your stuff on there. But you can just clearly see that there's different athletes, and I think that's Then you look at the Isaiah Thomas situation, where you kind of like see Michael Jordan there, kind of using his power to get Zeke out of the to get Zeke out of the Olympic team. To me, it's difficult for me to have an opinion about that because I don't know. It's just a weird situation.
And I think we have a special guest calling in. Do we have who is calling into Fox Sports 1350?
This is Noah Constable.
There you go. This is he from Rancho Cucamonga High School. He was one of our honorees for the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame Honors Gala. I saw your mother had posted. You got the jersey, you got the medal, you got the certificate from the county of San Bernardino. How did that feel for you, young man?
It was a great honor to be awarded such a great honor.
Yeah, and now let me ask you this, Noah. Did you get a chance to watch the video that we did for you guys?
Yeah, it was a cool little video. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was almost like you won a Grammy or something like that, right? If you didn't know anybody, you could have said, "Hey, that was like my rock and roll thing right there," right?
Yeah.
Now, and let me ask you this, man. Now, how is it right now? Because again, we don't get a chance to talk to a lot of the student athletes, but how are you keeping yourself sane, and what have you been doing to kind of keep yourself in shape while this pandemic has been going on?
Well, I have a strict schedule. I like to keep. I like to wake up in the morning, and then I have a little workout routine I do, and then I do yard work and just try to keep myself busy doing that stuff.
Nice. Now, and then also, how was it? Now, your brother was also an honoree, so it's almost like a family affair. So it's a great, great family over there. But did you get a chance to talk to your brother at all about the award you got?
Yeah, he had the same thing to say, but like how it is over here, it's kind of expected out of us, just to be the greatest we can be.
Right.
There you go. I love it. And, speaking of it, so you're going to go ahead and your brother's at Redlands, and now you're going to go to the University of Laverne. How did that come about? What made you decide to go to Laverne, and how did you make that choice?
Well, I had the option to go to Redlands, but instead of playing with my brother, I thought I should go ahead and go play against my brother. So that's why I wanted to go play with Laverne.
There you go. That's what younger brothers do, man. You want to take your older brother out. So we love it, man. We saw the picture that your mother put up. I mean, her morning challenge when she's waking you guys up, man. That is so funny to me, man. But and she told me that you were going to play in the Inland Valley Sports Hall of Fame All-Star game. And you didn't you got sick and you weren't able to make it. How surprised were you? Because I didn't tell you guys we were going to send you a jersey. How surprised were you when you got that jersey?
Oh, when I got that jersey, I was ecstatic. It's such a nice jersey. I was like, dang, I was like, I wanted to wear it and be able to play in it. That's how nice it was.
Right, absolutely,
That's
man.
good stuff, man.
Well, we love it, man. I have a connection with Noah because we coached him with the Fontana Lancers. So he's one of the last Lancers in our group. So we are so happy for you. Thanks so much for taking the time to call into us. It's a special thing. Your brother was played in the All-Star game. He was a honors gala recipient, and you were as well. So you guys are keeping the Constable tradition going, man. Much success to you as you get ready to take off for the University of Laverne. And as you know, my son is a senior, so I know it's difficult for a class of 2020, but we just wanted to give you a chance to call in and show you some recognition.
I appreciate you, Coach. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem, man. You stay safe out there. And again, that's our guy, Noah Constable, right there.
Absolutely. And it's pretty cool because, like I said, I've known that kid since he was little. I think he was 9 years old when he was a part of my team. So he's a plays center, and he's just one of those guys. His dad is a coach. Yeah. He's one of those guys that is constantly working.
Yeah, always in the mix right there. So that's a good thing, man. Big shout out. And like, excuse me, like we were saying, we put out the promotional video this week. And we honored and we recognized, I think it was about 10 student athletes, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Coach B?
Yes, it was 10 athletes. This was the year that we were going to go football only because there was no award that did football only. And we were in talks about doing one for football and one for all sports. So as we know, this year, unfortunately, and we held on to the very last minute. We tried to hold on, but the stay-at-home orders were extended beyond the date, and once it gets past May, it's difficult to do anything past that because these kids are going to start taking off and
doing their thing.
Yeah, like my daughter was telling me, some of the kids are going to go to the military, they're going to go to college. We don't, so it's just a different, it's a unique time.
Yeah, it is right there. And again, we just want to make sure that we recognize we won't do it the Keenan Ivory Wayne's way.
Right.
We keep,
that was interesting.
We'll keep our pants on. But again, thank you. For the class of 2020, we just want to make sure that we just say that we recognize you guys. We're thinking about you. You're going to be a special class. You're going to be one of those classes that, people are going to, when people come and you guys start to do some special things, when you guys become mature adults, it's going to be recognized that, the class of 2020 did some great stuff.
And, it's tough for us. The wife, she breaks down because Brian Stephen Arrington II, he's class of 2020. We went to Etiwanda High School and got his yard sign. So it's just a tough year, man. I remember when he was born, and we figured out the years and what year he'd graduate. In 2018 was Brianna, 2020 BJ, and 2022 is Brandon. So those are years that we had on our calendar for years. And it's just tough, man. Prom, grad night, graduation wiped out. And these are things to this day, I think about.
No doubt.
On the word of the former heavyweight champ, to this day.
To this day. To this day.
Absolutely.
But again, big shout out IE, man. Thank you. Thanks everybody for the continuous love, all the support we get out there, man. We really appreciate it. And again, if you guys have information or stuff you want to holler at us about, you can find us on all the social networks, and that's at IE Sportsnet, IE Sportsnet, and then again our website iesportsnet.com. Coach, are you ready to get out of here, man?
I am. Thank you for listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
And eternal when it comes to Inland Empire Sports. The conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports AM 1350. We out here, man.
favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.